I want to point out some innovative new products that are coming out in the credit markets. You've probably heard of ESG debt by now. These are bonds that are earmarked for environmental, social, and governance initiatives. In Europe, companies have sold nearly 50 billion in ESG debt this year. So in a short amount of time, these bonds have become extremely popular. And that's interesting to us as wave analysts because a big part of wave analysis involves assessing investor psychology, sort of assessing the waves of optimism and pessimism that ultimately move financial markets. So, for context here, let's just put up a couple charts. So, on the left is an index of ESG bonds. These bonds have been hugely popular, but prices actually peaked back in September 2019, made a lower high in November 2020. So, debt prices have weakened in this sector. Equity prices have been strong. On the right is an index of renewable energy stocks. We're using this index just sort of as a proxy for equities that are tied to environmental initiatives. The sector appears to be completing 5 waves up since 2019. So this is all very interesting. It looks to be a classic example of a peaking financial sector that is seeing an explosion of innovation, right? We're seeing credit facilities now tied to things like workplace diversity, right? In May this year, a Swedish company raised €500 million, attaching coupons on their bonds to the percentage of women on their investment teams, right? A property developer recently connected a credit facility to yearly benchmarks on foreign-born staff. That was the first bond of its kind. So this kind of innovation is both exciting and concerning at the same time. It's exciting because it's pretty cool to use the credit markets to directly fund causes that you believe in. It's concerning because historically, these kinds of leaps in financial innovation, they tend to occur at market peaks. They tend to occur when investors are overly optimistic. So really, I think just a word of caution here. It certainly feels good to loan money for causes that you believe in, but the signs of a market top here are everywhere. Remember, the first ever climate awareness bond was actually issued in 2007. That was the year of a major financial peak. And there's mounting evidence now that corporations are falsely kind of trumpeting their environmental credentials in order to lock in more favorable interest rates. So as always, be diligent, do your own research here. This could be a particularly dangerous credit market in the years ahead.